Welcome, welcome everybody. My name is Ryan and we are back with more RimWorld today. And there it is. If you're watching over on YouTube, welcome. Check the description of the video. I've got a link to the full playlist for all the VODs we've done for the RimWorld since the new DLC has dropped. And I'm really excited to get back into our fifth stream for this colony. And as you can see, we've got a ship. That's right. We built the grav ship recently. And yeah, in fact, the last stream we launched it a couple of times, so I don't even exactly remember where our starting position was, but we did abandon it. It was like right over here somewhere. But yeah, we did a hopscotch to like here, and then we had to jump again, another little leapfrog. Hey, what's up, Matza? How's it going, brother? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I'm glad you chatted here. I noticed I got to move the chat overlay a little bit here. Sometimes it blocks the menu there, or the inventory count on RimWorld. All right, that's a little bit better. Get that going. Thanks for coming by the stream, buddy. Good to see you today, man. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Matza is here in the colony and inside the chat room. And I presume he's real too, so he's somewhere out in the real world as well. He exists in multiple places at once. He's a talented guy, and each of our characters is named after one of my Patreons or just one of our loyal viewers here on Twitch. So make sure if you are watching on YouTube after the fact, follow me on Twitch because you get notified when we go live, and you might even get a character named after you, although it's not necessarily a good thing, is it, Matza? It can be a very, very dangerous life here on the Rim. In fact, the reason we've flown to this position, as I was shown on the map, is there's a bunker here. Where is it? There's one entrance right here. So ancient stockpile entrance, and we got to hack the entrance, and then we can get in there, go underground and check it out. These turrets are non-functional. Matza says, I'm well home from the weekend. Nice to wash some clothes and relax from fixing the ship. Working on the battery, as I recall. Hey, the guy from Saturn's here. What's up, buddy? Greetings to the man from the ringed planet. How you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Still alive. We are. Did we lose somebody on this run? I can't remember if we lost a colonist, but I don't think so. I think everybody has survived so far from the start. We did a previous live stream with a different colony, which died pretty quick, but I have to admit I hadn't played RimWorld in a really long time at that point, so it's good to get back in. Now, we've got some damage going on. Let's pause it real quick. Make sure, yeah, okay, currently everybody is assigned to only inside the ship here. But we've got some damage when we landed. Of course, whoever was the pilot, I can't remember now if it was Mats or Herp or whoever, but they had some damage. Yeah, they didn't have a great landing. So we're going to let things get cleaned up and repaired. Helmini is hard at work, cooking. That's perfect. We do have some rotten, pigs here in our stockpile. Let me call up the stockpile. I just want to make sure. Okay, it does not allow rotten, so what we're going to do now is set up a dumping zone just right outside. Actually, not right there. Let's put it in here. That's a better spot. Delete that little piece. Delete. Your colony looks very martial. Yeah, it's just the ship so far, so we've only just landed at this spot. But you're right, we squeezed a lot of stuff into this place. It's pretty Spartan for sure, but we're going to keep hopping around the planet, upgrading our ship bigger and bigger. That's kind of why we're here too, is because we're hoping there's like some shipbuilding parts so we can expand and whatnot. Matza says, but if we found some major things on the ship that needed to be fixed, we'd most likely be on land for 2 weeks or more. To Axles has major damage. So you'll be on land, but you'll still be working, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe you can get a little bit of time for hanging out on the server and stuff, but we did get all the problems fixed with it as well, so hope you can get some time, like I said, my friend, but everything else is on schedule. That's good. That's good. Absolutely important. I know when you're working on like a ship like that, especially a ferry, I believe is what you guys do. I'm sure schedules are incredibly important. So you guys all look like soldiers. Yeah, we got them all little helmets. They're all wearing helmets. Most of them are just simple steel helmets, but Matza does have a plasteel flax helmet, which is a lot better. Yep, I felt like we needed to get something, and we had an abundance of steel. We've got over 1,000 with this. You know what we are low on? Let's do a quick search of the map for components. There it is. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, so... yeah, that one's kind of close to an entrance. There's only 2, actually. Let's get that taken out. Actually, we'll just do both of them. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I think we're actually safe to go ahead and let people get off the ship, so I'll unrestrict everybody. But we do have to be careful. We can certainly still get raided and stuff on this map. In fact, I'm sure we will if we stick around too long. And the raid will be scaled based on our wealth, so let's check that out. Current colony wealth, including the ship, everything in it, and the pawns, is just under 60k. So, hey, what's going on, Big Steve, Cat Whiskers, number 2. Hello, my friend. Thanks for coming by the stream, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Still looking for that non-violent pawn that we can name for our friend, Fred, so we can name them Freddy for our friend here, Steve. I'm going to put a rush on moving these corpses out of here. Yeah, the corpses can actually they're not just unsightly, but they also release this corpse gas. That's what like this orange stuff is. If we get in real close, this is a gas. And if they breathe that in too much, it can actually have a negative effect on their health too. So definitely want to get that out of here. Oh, look at Cutie Bun Bunnies over here sculpting a beautiful prize. Okay, hold on. Let's pause it while we're here at this location. I think I want Cutie to haul, deliver, maintain mortuary before she does art. Yeah. In fact, art should be like the very last thing she's doing. Okay, good. But rot stink. Yeah, exactly. That's right. I think that was introduced in the last... No, previous 2 DLCs with biotech, if I'm not mistaken. Will we be upgrading the thrusters and fuel cape? Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. It really just depends on what is below ground here. Yeah, when we go down below, I don't know. We'll see. Of course, if we go back to our world map, what does it say about this location? It just says ancient stockpile contains gravcore. Obtain gravcoin and gravite panels to increase the size of your ship. Yeah, so I hope we do get some gravite panels too, so we, like it says, can actually increase the size. If we just get the grav core, we might struggle to further increase it, but we want it. We'll still go for it either way. All right, that's looking good. Is there any wildlife maybe to hunt? All right, let's get a couple of these brought in since we lost our pigs. Those things rotted on the journey. We might be looking to get both. True, that would be amazing. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But you know, if we just get one, like just the grav core, then what we'll do, we'll just keep the ship as is, and we'll pick another spot on the map to go. Maybe we can raid a settlement or something. I don't know. We'll get crazy with it. What's this? Oh, there's a lava field up here. This is one of the new biomes. Probably not one of the ones we want to visit with our grab ship, but now this makes me wonder, could I potentially like launch the grav ship, you know, launch it off this map tile once we're all done, obviously, and then choose like this tile and go and look at it and see if I want to touch down and then cancel and be like, no, we don't want to land here. We're going to move somewhere else. I wonder, we'll have to maybe try that at some point. Most of the underground stockpiles have both. Only once I've seen the stockpile with just one. Perfect. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you, buddy. Steve, or Cat Whiskers, a.k.a. is our resident expert on Odyssey for sure. So definitely helped me get the ship built. I think I followed most of his advice. All right, so we're getting it repaired. This is perfect. I want to be able to, you know, take off, get out of here in a pinch if we need to, but we're definitely going to go below ground here very shortly. So let's just set those to that. We've got plenty of food. You know, let me take a look at research real quick. So we're working on mortars. Very, very important. I'm actually a little bit tempted to backtrack and go for some drug production. I would love to get everybody go juice. And I know what'll happen. I start using Go Juice in tight situations during combat, and everybody becomes a Go Juice addict. But listen, it's helpful stuff, you know? But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll stick with mortars for now. We got 3 shotguns sitting here. There we go. I love how everybody's so on top of stuff, you know? We've got a pretty well-trained colony here. Let's see, I think... Were these our 3 initial colonists? I can't remember, but... No, I think it was Matza was our initial colonist. Let's see here. You'll find that most humanoid raiders carry juice. Oh, okay, that's good to hear. Okay, so we've got our little... Yeah, vault over here with all our supplies and stuff. Look, as Helmenia drops the pemmican on the ground at her feet, which she's supposed to do. It's more efficient for her. Yeah, these guys just come over here and just pick it up. Now, wait a second. I see that we got to repair this stove, Helmenia. I need you to take a little break, okay? So, what are we doing here? Where's she going? Where are they going to? Oh, they're coming to get this stuff? Are we going to do some mining? All right, I'm going to watch her, force her to mine the whole vein. What typically happens like this is they get out here if it's a far walk, and they'll be like tired, need recreation or food, so they'll mine like 1 square and then walk all the way back. But if I force her... Well, we'll wait. We'll let Matza... Oh my god, Matza's so much quicker. Oh, see? All right, get down here. Oh, come here, Matza. Not done yet. It'll, of course, anger them slightly. It'll force their mood down more, but it's more efficient. We get stuff all picked up and done in 1 trip. But let's see here. Tell you what, I think everybody needs a good rest, some meal. So we're going to let them do their thing for the rest of this day. And then in the morning, as soon as Saturn is feeling a little bit better about life, we're going to hack this thing open. And we're going in, people. We got to speed things up. All right, Matza, good job, my friend. Wait, hold on. I want to see something about his gear. Okay, I want you to drop that sash. Yep, perfect. All right, pick that up. So we've got a combat supplier. That's interesting. Very cool. Let's see. We're sitting on top of 1,000 silver. Not bad, not bad. These guys might have some combat juice, some go juice as they call it. All right, speed it on up. Hurry, hurry. Yeah, for anybody unfamiliar, maybe new to RimWorld, if we look... Hold on one sec. What is Herb not doing? You know what? We need another research table in here. That could really put us over the top in terms of our energy needs. It's getting pretty tight, but we'll try and... Wow, 10 components. Where's my components at? There they are, 13. Yikes. We'll get some more. We'll get some more. But what I was going to say is if we look at the health statistics, there's a whole list of different things like consciousness moving is an important one. That's the speed. We can buff these with combat drugs, you know, that enhance their performance temporarily with some downsides, or we can do permanent enhancements by installing bionics once we find them or research them and build them ourselves. In fact, I mean, there are some really powerful mods, like bionic mods you can install in the game. I've had pawns that can have like 10 times the movement speed you see here. That'll be in like the 1,000%. They're zipping around the map. It's insane. It's fun though. It's really fun. All right, so yeah, let's pay a close eye. We're not working on anything here, so let's switch the power off on that. We're going to min-max our power a little bit. Helmenia is still working on the stove. I'll leave that. What's the temperature like here? We can probably kick off one of these heaters. Okay, that's good. We got to keep an eye on our... We're still building consumption, but... Or we're building our supplies here, so... Just got to watch out. These high-tech research benches, they will take a lot. Now, let's see. Who is our best pawn socially? I think it's Herp. Actually, it's Helmenia. Helmenia's got that silver tongue. Talk, yeah. She's got the red skin and the horns of a devil, but she's got a silver tongue, and she's quite a social being. All right, let's go. Come on, Helmenia. How's her health, by the way? Oh, never mind. I was just going to say, maybe she's not the best. All right, Herp, get over here, buddy. How's his health? He's fine. What was wrong with Helminia exactly? Wait, why? Is she in pain or something? It does say painful. See, her conscious is not a full 100%. That's why we got the little pop-up saying that she's going to have a diminished trading capacity, essentially, because her consciousness is not 100. All right, let's speed this up. We got a little evening trade, and then it's time for bed, people. Okay, should we buy their medicine? We'll put it up there. We'll see. Oh, a tech print for jump packs. That's real expensive, though. I'll sell them the beer. Get rid of this axe here. Saturn says, time for bed already. The day felt so short. I don't even know what time it is in game. It's starting to get dark, though, I can tell. Wooden warhammer. Okay, hold on. Let's go sell the auto pistol. I think I'll keep one of the shotguns in case we pick up like another person. We can arm them immediately. Whew, now they've got some decent armor. Oh man, if we could get our hands on this recon armor right now, that would be sweet, but we just don't have enough stuff to trade in. I'm not willing to trade away my components at all. All right, we're going to buy a little bit of medicine from them. You can never have too much of that, and we're just dumping some of our junk. Some of the junky weapons, so we'll get that picked up. But I mean, they got some attractive items. We're not wealthy enough, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we're speeding it up to level 4 while everybody sleeps. Appreciate you guys coming by the stream. Thank you so much. Going to be doing RimWorld for a couple hours today. Tomorrow, we're jumping back into some Cataclysm. All right, so Saturn is awake. He's fully rested, but look at this man. Saturn, you jump right into work, buddy, before you've even had breakfast or any kind of recreation. I admire your hard work and dedication, but I'm going to force him to consume a bit, and then we're going to force him to drink some psychite tea. You could sit at the table, buddy. Let's see, you need to produce fuel, Ryan, either. Oh, that's a good point. Let's turn on... Thanks for reminding me of that. All right, so how much wood do we have? We've got 17, and we landed in the desert, which is, it's a desert-ish tile, which means it's not going to have a lot of wood, but we can cut down the cacti, these things here, for like a small amount of wood. So we'll just do that. All right, how's Saturn? Let's check our fuel tanks. That one's at full. This one's at full too, so we do have a reserve. But Steve's right, we should keep on top of it. I think it's safe to have him hack this. Now wait a second, my question is, if he hacks one of these, can we get in all of them? Or do these lead to like different things, or do they all lead to the same underground area? I guess I could just find out. So let's have him hack. Beautiful, speed it on up. Where you at, buddy? Good. People are cut. No, they're all separate. Oh, nice. So there could be a really decent amount of loot. You need to hack each one. Thank you. Appreciate you, my friends. All right, shouldn't take long. I think, what did it say, like 4 hours? He's really good. Saturn's a smart boy, so yeah, he's almost maxed out on his intellectual. Hey, what's going on? Let's see, Saturn says, are we hacking already? It sounds so illegal, so exciting. You know it, buddy. And what's going on, Mini Mongoose? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming by the stream today. This is your first time chatting. Of course, I know you well now, but yeah, we're playing some RimWorld. Welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Excuse me. Let's see. Steve says, and I'd suggest taking the whole team with food for a prolonged stay. Okay, great to know. Well, let's let... almost forgot. Oh no, but you didn't. So that's all that matters. In the end, you remembered. Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you could make it, Minnie. Yep, you said you were familiar with RimWorld, right? So that's good. That's good. We're playing the new DLC, Odyssey. If you're unaware, of course, it introduced grav ships amongst a lot of other stuff. One thing I know you'll probably appreciate is that they introduced, what was it, like over 30 new species of animals to RimWorld with the new DLC. And again, just one of the many, many additions to the game. But yeah, they added a whole bunch of new animals and stuff. All right, Herp is hard at work over here. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. Have you got a chance to play it much, Mini, with the new DLC? Here's Saturn. So one thing we can do is order our people to pick up more food. Where's Herp? What are you doing, buddy? Okay. Come grab a stack of this. I'm going to have him... Wait, he can't pick it up? Is he too full? Just says consume. Huh. Clean, consume. I wonder why I can't take a stack of that. Is there another spot for it? Let's see. What's going on? As long as the game has grizzly bears. It has grizzly bears. It does have a dinosaur mod for it, so you can add dinosaurs to RimWorld for sure, for sure. You haven't yet got to pace out all the games you want to get to. I understand. Hey, listen, if it takes away from the time you have to spend on the server, then I suggest you don't ever play it. Just spend all your gaming time on the server and we'll be happy. That's all I care about. No, I'm just kidding. But I really love RimWorld for sure. It's one of my favorite games all time. And I tell you what, this new DLC, even though I barely scratched the surface, seems like it's going to be really cool. Yeah, there are grizzlies. Yep. Hey, what's going on there? Pawson Broad. Hello. HD in chat just wanted to drop in and say hello. Still at the beginning of this series on YouTube. Don't want to spoil too much. Okay, understood. Thank you for coming by the stream, though. Appreciate you. Great to see. I see you're a first-time chatter, too, so I hope you can drop in the future as well once you get all caught up, my friend. But yeah, we've definitely progressed a bit since the first one. But thank you so much for dropping in there. I appreciate you guys very much. All right, so this might take a couple of days. I don't know. Let's just see. We'll monitor Saturn's recreation. We'll give him breaks as he needs it. There's no real reason to like rush it. You know, we want to get in there because I guess there is kind of a reason to rush. If we get raided too often, it could become very difficult for us to hold this map tile without like starting to build. Oh, look, he's been detected. He was locked out for 16 hours. You failed, Saturn. No. What are you doing, sir? How dare you? That's okay. We'll let him go rest and recuperate, get his mind right, you know. Hopefully he can succeed the second time around. We'll try a different one. Saturn says, RimWorld feels almost as exciting as having a trip to Thailand just in time for a border dispute with Cambodia. Oh my gosh, my friend. That sounds exciting in all the worst kind of ways. I know you just got back from vacation too, Saturn. You mentioned, did you go to Thailand? Is that where you went? Let's see. Steve says, if Saturn gets locked out of this one, he can attempt to hack the other while waiting. Cool, cool. I need to work on my hacking skills, apparently. Yeah, you're just more about like the straight up normal research. Man, he just goes right back to work without consuming anything. Matza. Do you want, let's see, what is Matza's? Matza, you're not the one to do the hacking, buddy. I'm sorry. Nobody is really. Helmenia would be the next best option, but Saturn just beats the pants off everybody here. Pausenbrot says, I hope so too. I watched your Toxic Waster, Blue Hussars, and High Mates. Oh man, that was a little while ago for sure. I took a bit of a break on RimWorld, but I'm back for sure. It was a pleasure. Great to see us streaming on Twitch now. Yeah, I branched out into Twitch about, I don't know, 6 months back, so I'm really enjoying it. Trying to build up that following, so appreciate you for sure stopping by. You know what? I do have plans on doing an edited Let's Play Series 2 upcoming in the near future for RimWorld. Probably once we kind of finish off this stream series. I don't want to spoil too much, but I will be using the Star Wars mods for that particular playthrough, and it will incorporate a ship too. But like I say, I've already got it in the works, like what it's going to be kind of based, the theme of it and stuff. But I'm going to water my garden and come back. All right, Minnie. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon. Saturn is our best bet, my friend. Okay, so he needs more recreation. I wish we could force him to do something. God, I don't know why he won't. Let's try this. There you go. Okay, he's going to play some chess. As soon as he finishes that, we're going to get him back out there and hacking again. Train someone to be a better hacker. Well, the best way to train it is just to do research, just like Helminia is doing. So she is actively increasing her intellectual abilities right now. If you see that little ticker down there, it says progress till next level learned. She's literally building it up as we speak. So if, you know, if God forbid something happens to our man from Saturn, Helminia will take his place as the lead researcher, but we're not going to think about that too much. Okay, let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put our shotgun people next to each other. There we go. Yeah, it's good to have our shotgunners kind of separated so we can get more strategic with them. All right, Herp is making more. How are we doing over here? All right, I don't want to burn through all of our wood, so I think I'm going to click this off once we're done with this batch. Good job, Herp. All right, turn the power off there, buddy. No, there we go. Okay, where's Saturn? Good. He's looking a little better. He's somewhat fatigued, but let's have him start work. God, this one is so close to the edge. This is dangerous right here because this is the type of activity where Saturn has to stand out here for a prolonged period of time. And of course, when raids occur, they happen at the edge of the map. The raiders will, or even if it's like an animal attack, that can be devastating. So this is incredibly dangerous. We have no idea when we're going to get attacked again, but it will occur probably fairly soon. We're playing with Randy Random on the Blood and Dust difficulty if anybody's interested. Let's see, I'm fearless, it is known. On the planet Saturn, fear takes a backseat to progress, discovery, science. All right, what do we got? Quest available? What's this? Oh, okay. So we're getting a quest. Oh, wow. Steel Gladius Masterwork? Yeah, so this is actually, for us to accept this quest, we would get attacked by 3 groups of wasters. The first group was composed of this, so we would get hit by this roughly 3 different times. I mean, they're not really great rewards either. There's maps here. Oh, this discovers another quest. Oh. Recreation gain multiplier 200%. Actually, this first one is intriguing to me. This map, I've never seen this kind of a thing. That could be really cool, but we're not going to do this quest. They would destroy our ship in a heartbeat. We don't have any defenses, you know? I don't have walls up. We don't even have turrets on our ship. Maybe we should put turrets on our ship. Let's do security, mini turret. Now talk about hurting my power. Putting a couple of turrets is definitely going to do that. All right, I got an idea. Let's do something crazy here. Steve, let me know what you think of this idea. Let's go to the Odyssey bar. We're going to grab some ship substructure. It's hard to say that. And we've got 47 Gravlight panels. What I'm going to do is put a couple on the outside, on the exterior, in some strategic little places. Okay, we'll have to get that out of there. Move. And then we're going to make sure that there's power. Why am I... There it is. Power conduit. Yes. Probably good to go. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit of defensives built on our ship too while we kind of sit around and wait. God dang it, Saturn. You failed again. He needs a good night's sleep and a healthy meal of delicious pemmican. Speaking of the pemmican, Okay, we've got a stockpile of it, but we got to be careful. And oh, it's all right, Saturn. I don't blame you, my friend. I don't blame the real you. I blame the pawn. And I will take your legs off if you fail again. But no, I'm just kidding. We need your legs. But failure is an option. I'm looking for some animals. A vulture. Now that's a new animal. Hello, Mr. Vulture. I like the look. Let's look at some more wildlife. We got to keep the food production rolling. Delicious iguanas. Let's go. Now, wait, let's see who our hunters are. All right, we've got Saturn labeled as a hunter. Let's take that off. In fact, I think actually what I'll do is just set it to a 4. Yeah, I don't want him out hunting. Cutie's going to have to take on the hunting role, and Herb. They both have shotguns. Maybe I should take Cutie off that. We'll just have Herb do it. Yeah, that's best. All right, Herb, get out here and shoot. Andy, what's up, Degen Andy? Welcome, my friend. Thanks for dropping by the stream today. Playing some RimWorld once again. You can check how much meat each animal gives. That's a good point. Let's look at the vulture, because they are new, so I'm curious about them. The leather amount is 28, meat amount 76. That's pretty good for a bird, you know? I mean, vultures are big animals. I've seen vultures plenty of times in my life, in real life. They're big. I wouldn't want to eat one, though. But hey, this is, you know, we're just going to mix it up and put it in their bellies. They don't care. Andy says, not much, just realizing my mess up with the mod I was making. Oh, what'd you mess up? How'd you mess it up? If it's code-wise, I won't understand it, but I hope it's not irretrievable, my friend. I hope that's not the case. But your mod does sound really exciting, so I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, hopefully, you know, it'll pan out in the end. Let's see, I was making it for 1.18 and before, not after. Essentially, their entire file layout and code setup is different now. Oh boy. So does that essentially, that means I assume you got to scrap everything you've done up to this point and start from scratch? Sounds like it, or pretty much, huh? Well, don't let it be a deterrent, you know. Everybody makes mistakes. I've scrapped editing projects before that I've worked on for like a week and just started over from scratch because I wasn't happy with them. And they still performed poorly, but that's aside from the point. But nonetheless, my friend, I hope you can overcome that hurdle, that obstacle. Yeah, I have to start from scratch. Maybe I'll try out their mod maker that's provided with their game. Okay, and of course, anybody unfamiliar, we're talking about Vintage Story now, not actually RimWorld. Andy's working on a Vintage Story mod, but it sounds really exciting. And it, you know, once it gets all completed and stuff, we're gonna put it on the server, and I'm gonna do a video on it for sure, buddy. All right, so it is the next day. Saturn just had his meal. It's hard to keep this guy satisfied, though. He's always needing more recreation. Let's go ahead and have him hack away. Actually, should he sip a little Psychite tea? You know, we're going to be very limited on our tea because we don't have any growing, which, by the way, I should probably grow. God, this is terrible. All right, so we'll get a little crop going here. I feel ready to go. Let's do this. This is the final entrance here. There's 3 on the map. You've failed at 2 of them, sir. So we'll see how this goes. All right, we'll do rice here. Actually, let's just do potatoes because they grow a little bit better in this kind of a crappy soil, so that's fine. And then I'm going to try and get some Psychite laid. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. I don't think it's going to grow by the time we get out of here, but we'll just see. We'll see. All right, there we go. Turn that overlay off. Let's see, panning. Oh, Saturn says he's really easy to distract. That's true with panning. Mention the word pan, and this man just drops everything. All right, let's check our power. Is it cool? It's good. Everything's good inside the ship. All right, let's hover over Saturn's shoulder while he works on this critical mission task. I'm sure that won't distract him at all, you know. All right, come on, buddy. 4 speed. Look at the little symbols that pop up. No wonder he keeps failing. He's trying to understand, like, squiggles here. What is this? Cuneiform? What is this? Cuneiform A? All right, anyway, let's go. Speed it up. A sickly child is passing by. I hope they don't drop dead. That would be sad. Worst things have happened here on the Rim, though. Oh, it's a dangerous place. Okay. Hurry it up, man. Hurry it up. Cuneiform is not squiggly. That's your opinion, man. Listen, squiggly is in the mind of the viewer. Okay. No, it's cuneiform is just the what's up, Kage? More RimWorld. You know it, buddy. Cuneiform is the language, of the Sumerians, where they would just press like sticks or bamboo pieces into clay, correct? Is that right? That was like the first like written language. And like most of the tablets they find are just like business transactions, like measurements of like land territory and stuff. Like very little is really exciting or interesting. I guess it's interesting, arguably, if you're a farmer. It's a writing system. Not sure if the name is the same as the language itself. Understood. Yeah, I feel like there is a different name for the written language than it. I can't remember though. Cuneiform was invented by the Samaritans with cattails. Okay, there we go. There we go. So Kage, currently we are at a location on the world. We built our grab ship, as I think you are aware because you were with us last time. We did a couple leapfrogs to the ancient stockpile. We've got our best researcher over here, 20 intellect. He's trying to hack one of the entrances. He has failed to hack two of the other entrances. So this is, I mean, we can still try again, as you're probably aware, but we just got to wait. So we're hovering over Saturn's shoulder. Oh, and he failed. Wow, this is going to be more difficult than I expected, isn't it? Wow. All right, well, let's get some of these turrets made. I don't want to go overboard on material usage, but I think we might end up needing these turrets. We'll put two on the front, and we'll start with two in the back, like that. Get those built, and we'll decide if we want more or not. The early records were of transactions. Other ancient people adopted cuneiform. Now, I suppose there's some other like interesting cultural myths. Like, wasn't the Epic of Gilgamesh part of the Sumerian culture? And I don't know this, but maybe that was written with cuneiform. I'm not sure. That'd be something worth looking up, though. I'm not sure where I know Gilgamesh was like, I think, one of the earliest written myths. But there are people who have made their bases inside these underground places. Raiders can't get to them, so it's the safest possible place to live. No way, that's interesting. I would definitely consider that. I want to jump around. I want to work on the ship, and we're going to live in the ship for a while, for sure. But eventually we will probably settle down once we find a nice map tile or something. But that could be interesting, trying to set up underground. Steve says, my last run I found a female alpha thrumbo with a normal male. I tamed the male, but the female attacked, got knocked down and tamed while healing it. Oh my god, they breed like rabbits. I ended up with over 30 before starting to cull them due to lack of food. Oh my god, thrumbos are hard to feed, that's for sure. I don't know about the alpha thrumbos. I know that they added those, but you know, there used to be a mod called Alpha Thrumbos, which I played with, Steve, as I'm sure aware because you watched my playthroughs. But I love that mod. It was super cool. It would add like thrumbo milk. You could milk the thrumbos and get like this healing milk. It was really cool. Yes, the Epic of Gilgamesh is one of the earliest written epics. Right. Was that on cuneiform? Was that written using cuneiform? It was Sumerian, okay. Although the first of the epic deciphered was an Akkadian, also written with cuneiform. Fascinating. Yeah, I'm aware of the Epic of Gilgamesh mainly because of that Star Trek The Next Generation episode. Ooh, all right, all alphas due to the female being alpha. Oh, that's interesting. Were the babies also? Yeah, there you go. All right, what's happening? Saturn, you bastard. Get to sleep, sir. Hold on, I want to look at this one. How much time? I think we can hack this one again. So if we go through the full cycle and fail, 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 we should be able to start over at the beginning right away. All right. God, do I really need a third? No, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to freaking throw down some walls. Yeah, screw this. We're going to put up some walls around the ship. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, you know. I want to be extra cautious. And we got a nice little chunk of limestone here. Should we surround our farm? Let's just surround our farm too. Like that. And, oops. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Can't build it. Oh, great. All right, we're not going to surround our farm. I changed my mind. Cancel that. Let's go to the orders, to the cancel button. Boop. All right, good. I didn't realize there were, what is this, quicksand over here or something? Is that why we can't build in that spot? I almost never play on like arid desert maps and stuff. Hey, Dr. NA, what's going on, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Actually, this is RimWorld, not Factorial, but similar, I guess, in some ways. Yeah, this one's one of my favorite games for sure. I love it. All right, let's get a couple of doors on either side. They don't have to be perfect. But also, on second thought, let's not go for straight walls. Let me move this thing. What we're going to do, we're going to throw down some embrasures here. Beautiful. All right, we'll put a door. Yeah, we'll just do a stone door. That's fine. All right. Kaiga says, by the way, you realize you can click the things you want to hack. Oh, enable auto hacked. Okay. I saw that, but it didn't really register in my brain. Where is it? Auto hack. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Now, let me look at Saturn's work schedule. Is hack... No. What is hack under? Genetic. Is it scan? Finding resources below. No, that's for the scanner mod. It's probably research, right? I wonder. It's under research by default. Okay, gotcha. Dark study. Okay, well he's prioritizing all that stuff, so it shouldn't be a big deal. All right, let's do the same thing over here to this side. Cancel 4 of those. I want to have some embrasures up here so we can shoot through them, obviously, but we got to be careful. What we'll do is we'll put a blocking wall in front of the embrasures because, of course, we can shoot through them from our side, but the enemy can shoot, back at us through the embrasures. That's like the major downside of them, but it's still good to have them. So we want to protect our ship a little bit. In other words, let's go. No worries, my friend. Sumerians were the same, the Akkadians, but not quite as ancient, but certainly civilization looked interesting. See, your mod that splits tasks apart is harder for me to say for certain if it's still under research. Yeah, complex jobs is the one. I'll just... Oh, there, I see him going over there. No, Helminius. All right, let's let Helminia give it a try, Screw it. Hold on, I'm going to turn these all on. Even though they're on cooldown. I'm a little nervous about it, though, because this is so close to the side of the map, but I'll just have to, keep an eye out on our people. Hopefully, let's see. So, yeah, speed it on up here. Get these walls up, I will feel a lot better. Let's put a little door down here, too, for a garden. There we go. All right, looking good. I think we'll set up a expanded home zone. Nope, she failed. She only got locked out for 7 hours. That's interesting. Okay, I like to be very careful and particular about this stuff. There we go. All right, perfect. Oh, no, wait. I also need to expand the home zone around our turrets, don't I? Now, let's see. We've got... Why didn't this one get built? Okay, components. I'm out of components. We got the ones dug out of here. Saturn, he's going to try. We need to find some more components. We're totally out now. That could be a disastrous thing, too, if one of our, like, critical systems breaks. God, there's just so little rock on this map, too. I've already done the search, Kage, too, that you showed me in the previous stream, where we look for... we've... Oh, there's 2 laying around. Oh, no, that's in my ship. So we've already dug out the easy stuff here. Hey, Crow, what's going on, my friend? We have a grab ship. Nice. Hey, Ryan, I hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you. I'm down with the sprain. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Crow. You didn't trip over one of your chickens, did ya? I'm just kidding. I hope your foot gets better, or your ankle, or whatever. Or your wrist, I guess, possibly could be sprained too. But, my friend, it's good to see you again. Glad you could make the stream. Appreciate you coming by, buddy. Let's see. Kage says, to be honest, I just don't know for certain, which is why I'm hesitant to declare its research like it would be no worries, no worries. It seems like my 2 main researchers are going out there and doing it while the others, you know, are sticking around and building and stuff. So I think it's set properly. I'm going to assume it probably falls under at least one of these back ones. Not genetics and not scan, because those are modded. But it's got to either be dark study or research, like you said. Oh, there it is. It says it. Hack buildings, #1. So we know now for sure, Kage. We've confirmed it. It's definitely still under research, even with the complex jobs mod installed. We did it. Use the search function rather than visually checking the map. What you mean this? For components? We just did that. Yeah, we just did it. There's no components left, at least not that are exposed. We could start doing some, like, test digs, but let's let them get these walls up first. I think another thing I'm going to do is grab this. No. Yeah, let's have them put this out here. Or can I put it in the ship? Yeah, we'll just put it right there for now, temporarily. Oh, Cutie Bun Buddy made another sculpture. A normal one. Pop that out. Why does it forbid everything when it drops? Alright, we're going to put the sculpture right there. Chris says, no, but I've tripped trying to chase the repeat offender. Oh, no need to hack away the brush behind the pens. I decided they shall be named Lamb because they're addicted to life of crime. Welcome back, Minnie. Thanks for dropping in again. You rushed. Aw, I hope you got everything watered well. What kind of a garden do you got? Do you grow mainly like flowers, or do you like to grow like edibles, like veggies and fruits and stuff? But I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. You haven't missed too much. We've just been unsuccessfully trying to hack these entrances, and shockingly, it's turned out to be, excuse me, a lot more difficult than I thought. But looks like Saturn, he's making progress. I think he is. Some flowers, mostly food. The flowers are edible too. That's good. I've had some edible flowers in my life for sure, but it's not something I've ever eaten too much. Let's see. Question for you, HD. Do you want a post-steel spear? Absolutely. Yeah, for sure, man. I think that's a good idea. Now, are you planning on doing, like, post-steel arrowheads too, Andy? Kagi says, by the way, I found an easy way to get Archean seeds. I don't know what those are. I'm up to 4 now, getting an orbital scanner. Survive in space when you can find orbital item stash, which is always on an asteroid. They have a high chance to spawn with Archean seeds. Yeah, I'm not sure what those are. Minnie says, and I grabbed seed pods to gather seeds while watching. Oh, good. That's nice. That's productive, see? You don't have to feel guilty about just sitting and watching the stream. You're doing something while you're supporting me and helping out the channel. And I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for coming by today. All right, so let's see. Saturn, he might do this one. I could add those. The mod maker seems to make it very easy. I just need to modify the game's base files, and the mod maker detects the changes and just generates a mod on the differences. Okay, sounds cool. Yeah. I think that's a good idea for sure. Archean seeds grow the Archean trees. They turn sand, dirt, stony soil, and other natural terrain into rich soil. Oh, that would be super helpful right now. Yeah. They have a radius slightly larger than a sun lamp. Interesting. Current seeds are trees that deposit their own soil and radius, making grow zones. Oh, on asteroid base? Whoa, you can have asteroid bases? That is awesome. Excuse me. Let's see here. So, he's almost done. I think our man's got this here, people. They're rare, so they save it for permanent bases. I see, I see. Okay, so if we wanted to... God, so we can have a base on an asteroid? Let's pause it, actually, because if we look at the world map, and we can view the orbit, and we can see the asteroids and the little satellites and stuff. My current save, I'm 28 years in, and I've found 5 seeds total. Oh, wow, so they're very rare. And to only give you, like, the radius a little bit more than a grow lamp, that's not much. I mean, you couldn't feed a very large colony with that. Maybe one person? Oh, okay, Helminia failed, but Saturn is shockingly close. Let's go, Saturn. Come on, buddy. All those hard years in the University of Saturn paid off. Hopefully. You better not fail at this point. You're going to get extradited from the colony, banished to a different land. I can do it. Let's go. Speed it up. Oh, he did it. He did it. The ladder. It descends. All right, let's look at everybody's bodies. I want to go down. I want to go down. I don't know how to pick up the food. You said to bring a bunch of food. I don't know how to get them to pick up large quantities of food. F. Yeah, I know you can pick up, like, just raw stuff. Or used to be able to. Did they change that? We're just going to take a bunch of raw rice down there. Yeah, look at that. I can't pick it up. Take the whole squad. Yeah, we're definitely going to take the whole squad. Simple meals. Oh, I can't pick up pemmican? Wait a second. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. I can't actually... Which food policy are we on? Lavish? Now, I can't actually tell them to carry it, can I? Like you can with drugs. You can't have them just take a certain amount of food. All right, so we need to just prepare up simple meals? Or what about fine meals? Can they pick up good stuff, too? Let's get her and make that. I don't know. We might not have any meat. They do. Each of them has, like, a stack of food on them. Like a 20 pemmican. Let's see. So they've got the 20 pemmican, which he just ate his. Yeah, they all have that. Okay, so let's see here. I think what we'll do... I got an idea. That should be enough for one stockpile. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. So let's get them all fed. So Saturn's going to eat, and then he should come back. Yeah. My mic keeps cutting out. Are you sure about that? Should be good. Anybody else having issues with the microphone? With the sound, I should say. Should be pretty solid. Oh, I mute it occasionally when I cough or something like that. That's probably what you're hearing. All right, so we're still getting the walls up over here. Okay. Yeah, that's just when I have to cough or clear my throat or something. I just pause. I just mute the mic temporarily. But don't worry, you're not missing anything. All right, so let's see. I do have my AC on too. That's probably why you can hear it go silent. If I had like all my fans and stuff turned off, you probably wouldn't even notice it. But since we're streaming here and it's, I think almost 90 degrees outside, I do have the AC on in the background. All right, so we've got one of them open. I tell you what, let me check everybody. I feel like I'm taking care of a bunch of kindergartners. Gotta make sure everybody's had their food and they're well fed. Did you all go to the bathroom? All right, Helminia, let's get you to consume. Where's she at? Oh, crap. She's down here trying that one. Yeah, let me turn these off for a second. I just don't want them wandering off. Keep them close to the base here. All right, speed it up. There we go. All right, I won't worry about the walls necessarily, but I do want those to get up. All right, let's grab them. As soon as she eats, we're going to go for this. Let's see, Matza says 90 degrees. How are you living? Water's almost boiling. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit, I've read. But you're right. It is still almost the boiling point of water. But yeah, it sucks. It does suck. There was early in the summer when it was in the higher 90s, my AC actually stopped working for a couple days. You know, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It was like 4 days, I think, 3 or 4 days before my landlady got the replacement out here. But it was pretty awful, man. Pretty awful. I had like 5 fans blowing on me and stuff trying to sleep. All right, so we got the full crew. Let's go in, people. Everybody's armed to the teeth. We got our backup weapons. I'm probably forgetting something, but we're going to find out here shortly. All right, how do I see this? Okay. Oh, my God. It's like attacking a ruin. Okay, awesome. Can we shoot out the doors just like a ruin? Shoot the doors, people. Yeah, we don't use doors the traditional way here in this colony. We shoot them open. Okay, we got beds, a toilet. Why is there a toilet? You can't pee in this game. Okay, so we'll shoot this one out. Shoot that. No. Shoot. Oh, I don't think they can see it. Shoot that rock. Everything is normal. Most of the stuff there is junk. Okay. Are you gonna knock it out? Are you aware of the mod that makes you... Yes, I am, Saturn. Actually, became aware of it fairly recently thanks to Lagmonster, who's got it on his multiplayer server. And I was watching him stream one night, and he was telling me about it. Yeah, it looks interesting. It might be worth checking out, like on a future video or a future series or something. Okay, we got a machine gun. Yeah, not worried about that stuff. Every stockpile has junk as items, you know, the stuff you can open. Oh, ancient blast door. Hack progress. Oh, crap, we gotta hack more. Uh-oh. Let's see. Because the ancients needed to pee, we're out of development, just sweat it out. Yikes. Let's take out this other door. What's this on the ground? Survival meal pallet? What? Cutie, open that. Oh, that's going to be full of goodness. Shoot. Oh, there's 11. That's not a full pallet. Okay, we got corpses. There's more of survival meals. This is good. There's food down here. Oh, look, and there's tables, too. All right, so we've got another blast door. Yeah, that is very nice. Okay, so was there another door that I missed? Yeah, there's another door over here. Let's go open all the easy doors. Ooh, that one had 20. That's nice. Hey, Goizaka, hello, my friend. Thanks for dropping in the stream again today. Appreciate you, buddy. Great to see you. We're doing some RimWorld today, as promised. And of course, tomorrow I'll be jumping right back into some Cataclysm. But yeah, we're focused on this, what is this? It's an armory or something? I've forgotten what it's called. Ancient stockpile, that's it. Yeah, so we're in this ancient stockpile. Let's see, once cleared, you can disassemble tables, etc. Oh, that's a smart idea. Let's destructively disassemble this door right now. Go. So are there going to be enemies in these ruins sometimes, or is it all just dead bodies? Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here. I'd really like to get my hands on some components. Not that you've seen yet, really. All right, so we're going to release everybody from duty. I'm going to have him hack and her hack. We'll just let everybody else kind of wander around here. Enemies do live here. Okay, you'll be there tomorrow too. Awesome, Guizaka. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. Exit view surface. Okay, let's see. You might be there. It might be there as a chance. Okay, cool. I hope they have better luck hacking these doors than they did the entrance to this place, because we have failed like constantly. That's going to be annoying. Prepare for a while. Itakin. Crap. They got guns too. And our okay, we got a pistol. Oh boy. There will be enemies behind the hackable doors. Well, we're gonna have to retreat. Pull back, kids. How do I get them out of here? All right. Well, we'll come back here. Don't you worry. We got to take out these riffraff, these Itakin scum. The entrance might have higher security. Oh no! All right, come on, kids. Where's the Itakin? We got to protect the ship. We're gonna go for a assault. We're gonna assault them. Let's kind of flank them. We'll come down here. We've got some tricks up our sleeve too. We got a Psychic Insanity Lance. I might actually break that out. We've also got some Molotov cocktails and some EMP grenades, but those won't be helpful. The Molotovs might. Also, Helminia can spew fire. Alright, so let's see. We don't have... They've definitely got better range than we do. That guy with the bolt-action rifle has great range. I think... Is it Matza? Yeah, Matza's got the Insanity Lance. Let's try this. We're going... That's not a bad idea, Matza. I'm going to use this Insanity Lance. What this is going to do, if you're unaware of what this does, he might get shot at. So, Matza, you better start moving, buddy. This is going to cause one of their allies to go nuts. The guy with the rifle. So this is the guy who's got the range beat. And he... Come on, do it. Yes. All right, so he's pink now. His name is Pink. He's going to start attacking his friends. So let's grab the group. Let's get them up here. Yep. All right, so they're going to turn on their friends. Yep. Cool. Okay. Sometimes that'll make them actually, like, retreat, too. Or it'll trigger the raid, but we need to get behind these stones over here. Get a little cover. All right, it's a limited charge item, though, so we just use one of 2 charges. So we've only got the one more. So we're not going to be using the second one. We just want to provoke them. No. Trying to get close, but still remain behind cover. This guy's melee. Take him out. Take him out. Once they get in range of the shotgun squad, it's over. Okay, he's returning fire. Nice. Get him. Get him. Get that guy. Let's look at this dude. Beautiful. Female, age 31. Oh, okay, the other guy got away. Hold your horses here. You know, the thing we didn't put on the ship, though, was a prison. So I can't really do anything with this person. Yeah, we'll just leave them. All right, everybody's dismissed, but let's pick up these items. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, everybody, we're not going to be able to go back down today. Some of them are having like major break risks and stuff, so they really need to go eat and sleep and do that stuff. Strip him and take his organs. That's not a bad idea. Too bad he just was incapacitated just in case he had gear on, so it wouldn't be marked tainted. Right. True. Oops. What's going on here? But yeah, I don't have a prison, so I can't actually capture, even if I just wanted to take his organs, because we have to have like a separate prison area with a bed in it. Otherwise, if I were to switch this to a prison. If I were to go to from colonists to prisoners here with this bed, it would turn all the beds in this room into a prison bed. So that's how that works. It has to be separate. So I didn't really think about that, unfortunately. I mean, the ship is too small, really, to support many more colonists. You know what I mean? So recruiting people is not much of an option. Harvesting organs isn't bad, but... And now another reason not to harvest organs at this point, though, is because organs are extremely valuable. Oh, crap. How many? I just had a mental break. Yeah, and so if we start harvesting organs and stockpiling them, that's going to cause our wealth to skyrocket, you know? And that means the next raid we get is going to be that much more difficult, too. You may just have to expand the ship. Yeah, we're definitely going to expand it. And I think a prison is a good option, too. Definitely something we should put in, because even though now we want to kind of keep it small, eventually we do want to get more colonists, you know, because as I've said, you know, stressed out a couple times, the more wealthy we get, the harder the raids get, and we're going to need more people with guns, lots of guns. All right, so poor Helminia is having a mental break, but she'll get over it. One of the reasons she had a mental break is because she is what they call an impid. This is her xenotype, and all impids have a negative, a permanent genetic mood debuff. Whereas a genetic pessimism, -5. This -5 is always there. Can't get rid of it. If you're an impid, you're just always pessimistic. You always see the glass half empty. Let's see. Steve says, I like what you did with the prisoner. Healed him, got him addicted to Lucy, took his arms and released him so that he could go back to fight again. Yes, I can't take credit for that idea. Maybe I don't want to, right? But it is something I've seen another YouTuber do. I can't remember if it was Adam versus Everything or maybe somebody else, but yeah, that's a funny thing to do. It's a way to, you know, try and get a little bit of extra Luciferium, for sure. The Lucy thing was patched ages ago. What do you mean? So how was it patched? So like people who are on Luciferium don't bring Lucy with them? Are we moving? Here we go. Basically, garbage collection is very aggressive now. Any pawn release gets deleted pretty quickly. Oh, so pawns that are released from your colony as prisoners to other colonies don't reoccur in raids now? Is that what you mean? That's unfortunate. They had to take that whole system out of the game just to prevent people from getting a little bit of drugs. That's too bad. Raiders do? Okay, but he's saying that you can't release them and expect them to come back. Alright, let's speed that up. Okay, alright, Helminia just went to bed, so unfortunately she's kind of delayed us a little bit here. Partly that, but also partly optimization. Oh, okay. Just not able to keep track of all that background info. Won't worry about that quest. They should get their fix. I did also install the genetics mod. So we've got vanilla genetics expanded here. And it's a pretty awesome mod. It's one I loved. I've always loved playing with it. Matt, so get in here and eat, buddy. How's our food doing? It's pretty good. Actually, I'm pretty happy with our food. Shockingly, we came prepared. We did have just about enough stuff, I think, including fuel. So I'm proud of this little run so far. Obviously, we haven't made it, you know, super deep into the DLC, but hopefully we'll get there. All right, so Mats is going to eat. Let's look at Helminia. I think I'm going to make her drink some Psychite. Again, that'll help her negative pessimism a little bit. Mats is never hungry. I'm worried about him. He just skips meals. Look, and he's going right back out there to get to work. He had his little mouthful of pemmican, and he's ready now. All right, I'm ready. The whole chat is ready for you guys to get underground once again. But I'm not hungry, just hangry. Oh, that's true. All right, get under there. Get underground, people. Let's get this stuff. Man, you know what we really need to prioritize is shields. If we could get some shields, I love shields. All right, let's go below. Everybody's standing around waiting for me. All right, hack it. Auto hack. Saturninus. Helminias. Go. I do that in real life. I eat in the morning and in the evening usually. I gotcha. You know, I used to do a thing called fasting. It's what is it called though? It's not true fasting. Now I'm blanking on the name of it, but intermittent fasting, which is basically like you're supposed to essentially the idea is stretching the times that you don't eat all during the day for as long as you finally can, or for as long as you can essentially. But it's supposed to help with weight loss and just general health and stuff. Did they get these open? Oh wow, they unlocked them. You need to prioritize T-Rexes and ride them into battle blaze of glory. I'm pretty sure we can do that in RimWorld with the right mods. What's going on, lovely flowers? Welcome. You made it to a stream. That's awesome. Glad you could jump in here too. We've been going for about an hour here, but of course we're with our little colony underground invading one of these bunkers. So let's see. We need to make this a priority. Can we pick these up? Oh, now we can pick up stuff. Yeah, now it's letting me pick. I guess it's the meals, is what you said, right, Steve? It's the meals that we can pick up. All right, so let's head up into this one first. Oh, okay. Well, he just opened the door. I was going to try and do that slowly, but Saturn just walked in. So is this one open? Got to hack both sides. Let's go. Bring the squad over so if you get attacked, they can repel it. Gotcha. Yes, intermittent fasting is good. It tends to get rid of your urge to snack. Yeah. I think snacking is the bane of the modern world. And yeah, you know, food is so highly palatable these days too. You know, so much sodium and so much fat goes into the food preparation of modern cuisine and stuff. And, you know, rightly so. People like food that tastes good. But you're right. Overindulging in that kind of food is definitely bad for the health, and I do it all the time, buddy. My weakness is pizza and fast food. Let's see. I do just because of my work hours, so it's easier to eat at the start of the shift, right, and just go for as long as you can. Yeah, with intermittent fasting, the idea is like when you wake up in the morning, you'll have like a small breakfast, and then you try and go all the way, like push your lunch until like 2 p.m., you know, and then you have your lunch, and then you try not to eat, you know, dinner. Skipping a meal, I think, is part of it too, typically. But let's see. Obviously, if you consider intermittent fasting, consult with a doctor before doing so. Saturn has finished hacking the door. Wait, why did I have him hack that one? That was kind of pointless, but it's all right. Get back down here. Helminia is almost done with this door. All right, let's see. Come on, everybody, get set up. Down here. What do we got? We're looking for the good stuff. Oh, back here, Helminia. We still haven't seen like anything really valuable down here. Oh my god, another door. Come on. So is it just not possible to shoot these open? No, I guess not. It's 6,000 HP. That's alright. That's alright. You eat at 8 a.m., eat dinner at 5 p.m. So that, yeah, that's pretty much in line with it. I like these lights. I could definitely see taking these emergency lights and putting them like on the outside of the ship. That's a wall. Wait, this is fortified wall. 7,500. Wowzers. Should I be taking the walls out of here too? Tell you, the MinifyEverything mod is a little bit overpowered sometimes. I can literally minify and remove this ladder. Look, it says ancient style. We could remove the exit. Might bug out or something though. Technically it's possible to shoot open, but you'll be waiting a while. There could be unique weapons and pawns in these stockpiles. You can't knock it out. Gotcha. See, most of the guys at work just yeah. Get back down here. Okay, did we get in? Let's go in there. Another corpse. We got another normal door here though. Alright, let's get ready to blow it down. Oh, okay, well that one's open. I guess there was no need for me to shoot open the doors, was there? Let's just hold them open. For some reason, I thought they were going to be locked. These are the only locked doors, though. All right, we'll split our group for now, just in case. Oh, there's food there. I think small eating every 3 hours is not good. I don't know. I've heard both. I've heard that snacking, like small snacks throughout the day, is good for the health, but I don't know. Like that it keeps the metabolism going, so you're like always burning calories. But yeah, I'm no dietary expert. All right. Oh, Saturn just went to bed. You're not that tired. Get up. All right, let's come down here till she... Oh, okay, they just opened that one. What is this? A sealed crate contains unknown. Oh. Oh. A dormant hunter drone that activates when it detects a threat. The hunter drone closes with the target and detonates. Since it is hidden in the surrounding terrain, it cannot be placed adjacent to other traps. Uh-oh. Yikes. Let's see. How do we take that on? Tell you what, let's... Saturn, get down here. Don't go in there, buddy. Alright, it didn't detect us yet. Alright, that's good. There's a lot of... there's like wall here that's fallen down, or ceiling. Those hunter traps are great defensively and not too expensive. Oh, so we can build them. Nice. Fastest runner near it and run. Okay. And then have everybody like ready in the background to shoot it. Is there another one? What's that? A wasp trap. Several dormant wasp drones. Okay, hold your horses here, kiddos. Let's see. Let's put them in here. Down here. I don't know if this is too close. Oh, Christ. What? Okay. We got a little injury here. Some stings. They got stung up. The point is to get away from the hunter trap before it detonates, not to shoot your... Okay, understood. Okay, gotcha. We do have some bleeders here. So, let's look at Saturn and Matza real quick. Saturn's good medical. Matza... good medical. Okay, so we're going to go into health. I'm going to have them self-tend. There we go. That way they don't need a bed. They can just stand there and do it. Tend to yourself. You just do it with medicine. Okay, yeah, he's tending. And he's tending. Okay, let's grab our other 3. I think they're all equally fast. No, that's not true. Alright, we'll just have Herp get up here. Herp, you just volunteered, brosif. We're going to get you to zip on in here and zip on out. Alright, so my plan... Oh, Christ. Go. Never mind. Plans change. Don't shoot. Just go. Just go. No! Don't shoot. Go. Oh, that was close. Herp got a little... Alright, Herp, what's your bio? Herp, you suck at medical, so I'm going to get you to lay down. Lay down, Herp. Alright, good job, Herp. You did your best there. Rest until healed. Awesome. Alright, let's open these crates up now. What do you say? It's not going to release anything bad, right? Oh, there's another door over here, too. Oh, Lucy. No way, we just got 12 pieces of Luciferium. Let's go. We're still hoping for ship stuff, though. Oh, there it is. Nice. Gravlite panels. Yes. That's not many, but I honestly think that's like essentially double what we've already got. So that's huge. All right, they're eating. They're healing themselves. What can we do with these things? Probably deconstruct them, maybe. You'll find traps, but I haven't found any enemies other than the traps. Gotcha. Okay, he's eating. Let's let them heal themselves, and then they'll heal Herp. Very good. Definitely going to take that. Cutie, I need you to wake up. Pick up the Luciferian. Be very careful here not to accidentally click take Luciferian. We just want her to pick it up. Very good. Helmini, I want you to pick up the Gravlite. All right, awesome. When you find the Grav Core, you'll find 3 crates of the panels. Oh, okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, for one stockpile, 43 is not bad, it seems like. I don't know relative, but did we get him healed or did you just go to sleep? Maybe he just went to sleep. Wake up. Everybody's oh so tired. Sir Hurt Tortoise. That's his name. All right, Matza, get up. Well, we'll wait for everybody, or Herb to get healed. Shouldn't be too long. Speed it up. All right, perfect. Let's grab them all. Everybody get up. This isn't over. It's like boot camp. Okay, we got another door. 3 is pretty standard. Gotcha. All right, come on, Saturn. Get over here. Hack this door. Hack it open. This looks like it might be a final door. I'm guessing that the footprint of this dungeon isn't going to go beyond this squarish area here with a few empty spots in between, but I don't know. Could there be like hidden things behind the walls? These walls are too hefty for me to destroy. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Get in there, everybody at once. Where's the drones? What? I think that was it, actually. Or did I miss a door? There's no other doors. Huh. Well, that was kind of a bunk stockpile then. Right? Did I miss a door? No. Well, I think that's... Let's get out of here. I think that's it. So we got the Gravlite, we got the Lucy, we got everything we really wanted. All right, we just gotta hope that the one of the other stockpiles. Oh, we got some food over here. Yeah. Grab Cutie. Come get that, Cutie. You know, it would be great to destroy those walls of T-Rex. Saturn. Did you see, Saturn, that we're in discussion about starting a brand new server sometime down the road for Vintage Story after the next update comes out, which I think is going to be soon. I don't know for sure, but yeah, dinosaurs are definitely going to be in that mod list, my friend. And of course, you're invited, buddy. You're invited to join us. Whenever that is, I'll make more announcements as time goes by. If you want to if you want the resources such as the tables, etc., issue disassembles, yeah. Well, we're gonna check out the other 2, and then we'll worry about like disassembling stuff. Count me in for the dinos. Nice. That's exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenging server, but that's the point, right? I think a lot of the folks we've got now in the community are veteran players of Vintage Story. Several are new, for sure, but like I said, it'll probably be at least a couple of weeks before we get that one up and running, so maybe some of those newer players too will have the opportunity to get better, be a little bit more confident. How do we not have storage space? I mean, tell me that there's not room in this right here for more pemmican right now, for the love of God. They do sure keep you on your toes, no doubt about it, my friend. Bears are great for noobs in early game, but at some point you do need something more. It seems like with the mods in Vintage Story, it's almost like there's more like mods that buff the player and make your character more powerful than there are like challenging mods. You know, there's some interesting animal mods like the dinosaurs and a few others, like rhinos and elephants, but we need something that adds like more bosses, you know, like really tough like group fights and stuff. I think that would be really super. Hermetic crates in the Scarlands will hold 15 oh, okay. High value crates will hold a bunch of panels. Are your only option for... So the Scarlands, Kage. Let's go to the world. I've seen the lava field. Is this a... Okay, here's the Scarlands. And you're saying that there are hermetic crates in the Scarlands. So Is it like, is the Scarlands, is that like, I know it's one of the new biomes, obviously, but if we land there, there's just going to be like extra ruins and stuff with hermetic crates? That'll be interesting. By the way, if you use skills mod in the Dinos world, you can count on me going the naked round again. You got it, buddy. You know it. I think you're going to scare away the dinosaurs. They're not going to see you as an easy morsel. Oh, no, no, my friend. They're going to see you as something they don't want to ingest. So I think that's a good strategy. Permanent dark in the Scarlands. Interesting. Okay. Maybe that's where we'll jump to next after we cleared this map tile. Because, you know, we've got these, like, what are these? I guess these are story locations, huh? They're part of the story, the mechanoid relay, and then up here, the frozen terraformer. Well, we can, you know, we don't have to go to them right away. So after we leave this one, let's check out, oh, a glow forest. Yeah, we'll check out some of the new biomes, I think, after this map. And then, of course, we'll continue on. To be honest, I don't know. I'm just reading game data. It might only work for the area's abandoned colonies where there's a quest generator or graph core. We'll check it out nonetheless. I'd like to visit the biomes. I don't know about visiting the lava fields with our ship, but maybe it's actually good to visit them when it's early and our ship is really small, you know? But I know Glow Forest sounds cool, doesn't it, Minnie? I don't know what it looks like. I actually think the Glow Forest is like the mushroomy biome, right? Isn't that the biome that has a bunch of the glow shrooms and stuff in it? I could be wrong. Let's see, same with no solar power in the Scarlands. Make sure you have plenty of fuel. That's right. Our part of our ship's electricity does come from solar, but we've also got some ability to generate non-solar. Okay, so it's worth checking it out. That's cool. That's cool. It could be like, I was thinking maybe hermetic crates and like ancient dangers. Speaking of which, is there an ancient danger on this map? I don't see one. But I was thinking maybe it's just referring to those, but I don't know. Oh, let's turn these back onto auto too. Auto hack. Auto hack. Good. So our two wonderful workers, there he goes, the man from Saturn. I tell you, you lay down a job and this man jumps into action. That's what I like about these pawns. We built this guy well. That's true. That's true. Wait, why does Saturn have no traits? Did I forget to put traits on Saturn? Herp has traits. What the frick? Did I forget to put traits on my man Saturn? Oh my god, I did. What? So we created 3 of our main colonists in the, it's kind of like, yeah, we created them in the Prepare Carefully mod, and I forgot to give Saturn traits. Oh, poor Sat. I'm so sorry, buddy. You are kind of a blank slate, I guess. Well, it's not to worry. I mean, you've still been performing wonderfully, so I don't think you've had a single mental break, actually. You should always put the nudist trait on me. All right, in the future, I will name all any nudist pawns that come and join the colony. We will name them Saturn. And if I ever put you in the character generator, we'll make sure you're a nudist. I mean, I could have at least given you one trait, the nudist trait, but I think Saturn's going to pop this one open. He's getting better. He's getting better. I wonder if it's like the more times you try, like the more likely it is. Doesn't really say anything to that effect, but I'll be an animal. Mini Mongoose, you got it. I will name you. I will name our first animal after you, for sure, for sure. And it's not going to be a mongoose. I don't think mongooses are one of the animals added to the game, but I could be wrong. You know what I've wanted to ask you too, Minnie, since basically since you joined and I saw your name is Mini Mongoose. Have you ever seen that old cartoon? It's like it's not a full-length movie. It's called Rikki Tikki Tavi. It's based on a short story by Rudyard Kipling, the same guy who wrote the Jungle Book. It's about a mongoose named Rikki Tikki Tavi. It's hilarious. You should check it out. It's actually a really good story. I mean, I loved it growing up. I have to see if I can find it, like free on YouTube or something. All right, so I think a couple people just need to get some rest. Saturn spent the whole day hacking the door, so let's see. You think you had that story read to me as a kid? Maybe that's why you like mongooses so much. It's in your subconscious from being a child. I really don't want these luciferiums just sitting around in the stockpile. No, okay. Almenia failed down here, but that's okay. Let her keep trying. But as soon as everybody gets rested up now, we can go check out that other hatchway, which we will do. For sure, let's speed it up. Oh, food bench, Almenia. See, this is the reason I don't like having like just really dangerous drugs like the luciferium sitting out. If somebody goes like on a mental break, they could start binging this Lucy, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Thinking we might need to sell it or trade it away as soon as we can. So one here. There we go. All right, forbid the Lucy. I can't forbid it while it's in this. Oh wait, yeah I can. No, I can't. So I could forbid it and have it. Okay, I see a message. Redeemed. Highlight my message. I just found script data for the mech hive scenario that has me thinking it might be possible to create custom scenario parts without needing to actually code them. Interesting. That Lucy does look tasty. I always say it looks like cinnamon candy. Like little cinnamon, spicy cinnamon candies. If anybody's unaware of what luciferium is, this is a fictional drug in the game RimWorld, but it's also the most dangerous drug. It will literally boost your character's performance incredibly. Like they will become like super fast and efficient. It also can heal missing limbs and things like that. So it has a lot of upside, but it is instantly addictive, so any pawn that takes one of these will become addicted to luciferium, have a lifetime dependence, you can't get over it, and if you fail to feed them luciferium when they go into like their need, they will die. So it's a fatal drug addiction too if you don't constantly supply them with Lucy, like every 5 days I think is like the need, when the need pops up. But it's it looks like beef jerky. Don't eat it. It's forbidden. Don't eat it. So the problem with dropping it and then forbidding it like that is that if a trader comes by, I won't be able to trade it, but I think there's a simple solution to that. If I just simply put a stockpile zone under it, then the traders will see it as a tradable item. So I think that's what we'll do, yeah. But you know, I'm not sure, but I think that even if it's forbidden, pawns or even animals can still eat it or take it if they're on a mental break. Not animals, but the humans. I don't know. It's not perfect, but like I said, we're going to trade it away as soon as we can. I don't know, maybe if we get more, we can get Matza addicted to Lucy. Oh, get that monkey on your back. That little green devil whispering in your ears. Now, why haven't the doors been built? Because we don't have granite. That would make sense. Alright, we're just going to use some limestone doors. Whoops. I should still have plenty of limestone, right? Yes. Can you not just click the green to forbid it? For humans, that was patched out. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it always scares me. Well, you know, when I would do, whenever I had like a permanent base, I would like build a special little cubby room with a door and just put the Lucy in there and lock the door. Like forbid the doors. So nobody could even go in there. Of course, it's set up as like a stockpile, but... All right. How's the ship look? Ooh, it's very impressive. The interior of our ship is nice. Yeah. I'm thinking... What should we do? Do you think, should we upgrade the ship little by little as we like land and get more of these gravlite panels? Should I just expand it bit by bit? Or should we save up, get like a nice big chunky stack of gravlites, maybe a couple more of these things, and then just kind of rebuild the ship from scratch? Like take down bunch of the walls maybe separated to have like rooms, a prison, you know. I kind of want to do that. Wait till you get a core and then expand. Gotcha. I'm thinking that's what we'll do. Wait till we get a nice little stockpile of resources. Then we can add things like a prison, upgrade our storage tanks all at once, you know. Maybe we can actually give it a more like ship-like appearance. Alright, hurry up, Herp. We've almost got the walls up here, buddy. Look at that. We got mortars researched. Alright, let's backtrack to Goju's production. You know, it's not just for combat people. If we get a Hussar to join us, they're going to be permanently addicted to Goju's. Can you become raiders and raid other settlements? Yes, Saturn. That's something that was mentioned in the previous stream. I think Steve or maybe Kage mentioned that, but we can take our grav ship and land in other settlements and raid them 100%. Now, normally you could do that without the ship too. Like before they added the grav ship, you could just walk in, you know, or if you have certain mods, you can ride in on your mounts. But yeah, you can raid other people for sure. In fact, one of the precepts in the ideology is actually, it's a meme. One of the memes in ideology is for raiders. So like if your group doesn't raid on a regular basis, they'll get like a mood debuff. But when they do go raid, they get like a really big mood buff. So yeah, raiding is a big part of the game, both getting raided and raiding others. If you get the ideological expansion, yep, you can even get the one that promotes raiding. In fact, your colonists will even get upset. That's right, exactly, Kage. Yep, and shuttlecraft. Riding on a T-Rex would be awesome. You know, there's a mod that adds dinos, and then there's a separate mod that allows you to mount animals and ride them into combat or just for general purposes around your colony. I've used both. I don't know if they work together. Maybe one of you guys can confirm that, but it's called Giddy Up is the riding mod. I don't have either one of those installed, but it might very well be possible to ride T-Rexes. Okay, we're getting a little power. I see that we are now using... Oh, we're actually on the up now. We're fine, we're fine. All right, everybody's working. Let me look at something here. All right, I think it's time. Saturn, drink some Psychite tea, buddy. Mats is looking good. Let's get Cutie to have a little bite. Consume some pemmican. Cutie, good, good, good. All right, we're going in, people. We're going in. Waiting for Cutie to finish her meal. All right. It was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. Get over here, people. Let's go. It's time. There's a mod for dinos and a mod to ride them, possibly. You know what we need in the future playthrough. Yeah, I mean, we could install both of these in this playthrough, to be honest, but I mean, here's the deal. If we're in a ship, if we're in like life on a ship, for the most part, we're probably not going to have a whole lot of animals to domesticate and stuff. So that's the thing. If you want to ride the animal, you have to have it tamed and part of your colony first. So it's possible, but it would take a while and a lot more space than we have on the ship. That'd be something more for like a permanent like base playthrough. But it's a good idea. Just might do it in the future. All right. Oh, look at this one. It's got one of the big doors right at the bat, right off the bat here. That's interesting. Let's go. I'm okay with the future playthrough without a ship, a colony of T-Rex raiders. Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. Actually, I love it. You know, one of the best playthroughs I've had in terms of view count was the medieval playthrough that I did. So there's like mods for RimWorld which will remove all like the high-tech stuff, and like it's just like pre-industrials. It's a medieval playthrough. People love watching those too, and they're fun to play. So that would be perfect. We could do some sort of crazy like prehistoric medieval run. Nobody has guns, just bows and arrows and like axes and swords and stuff. Yeah, of course, the medieval run that I've previously done didn't have dinosaurs in it, but I did have a magic mod, which allowed your pawns to learn different magic schools and stuff. It's a really, really cool mod. Kind of overpowered, but... get some meals. You need a huge ship for animals, especially thrumbos, elephants, or rhinos. I can believe that. Not just that, but you got to be able to, like, prepare the food, you know, to keep them alive and stuff. All right, we've got another regular door over here. Let's investigate this. I'm going to start holding these doors open. Let's make travel time a little bit easier. All right. So let's put everybody in here. We'll break into this door. Let's go. The glorious glory of the Rex Raiders. I like that. That's a good ideological name for sure. For sure. Yeah, I can't wait to get into get into this DLC much deeper and just like build a massive ship. Oh yeah. I love RimWorld. It is, you know, I've said it before, like if I went to heaven and God was like, okay, you've got 5 games you can play up in here in heaven for eternity, you know, choose your 5 games now. I would say RimWorld would be on that list for sure. And I would have to say, listen, God, you got to give me access to the workshop though. I need to be able to check out the mods. That's one of the things that makes this game so replayable. All right, come on. And let's have Herb get that. So we don't really need to open this side up. I guess we will. Let's just hack that one for ease. The mods and all the oh, absolutely. The expansions are a must, 100%. Oh yeah. I wonder what games you guys would choose. What games would be on your list of top 5 games to play for eternity? Vintage Story would be on that list too. And I tell you, for a lot of the same reasons that RimWorld is. Because it's like still an active development with a really strong modding community. All right, get out of there. Wait, what's your speed at, bro? Let's get Cutie over here. Oh, this is a wasp. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought that was one of those hunter drones. All right, The Sims. Yes, Minnie. Yes, 100%. I want all the Sims, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a 4, right? Isn't there? Is there a Sims 4? I don't know. But yes, all the Sims with all the DLCs. Speaking of the Sims too, thank you for bringing that one up, Minnie. I've got a brand new series starting tonight, actually in a couple of hours. And it's going to be for the Sims 2. My good friend Matza bought me The Sims, gifted it to me. Appreciate that, buddy. Really looking forward to playing more of it too. I've already recorded 3 episodes for it. They're up on my Patreon. I know, that's such a good game. So much fun. And it really holds up. Like, I was worried that a game that was like developed in 2007 wouldn't like really hold up to 2025 standards. But oh my God, The Sims 2 is so deep. There's so much to do. So many items and like just little surprises and stuff. It's great too. It's like I'm playing it for the first time all over again. All right, so Helminia got that door. Let's get her to work on that one. How's everybody's food doing? I think I'm gonna let them take a break and eat some of this food on the floor. Time for some floor meals. Let's go, people. All right, so Herb, go eat, go eat, go eat. Okay, good job, Saturn. Oh, where are you going? Okay, I just want to make sure they don't go. No, don't go in that room, bro. Okay, he's fine. He's not going in there. Don't want that wasp trap to get him. Huge. Wait. Oh, this is amazing. I just finished an area. I'm about to launch my shit, I wasn't watching. That's get in here. Stunning my boy. Oh, he's handling it though. Get him. Did you get hurt, Matza? Yeah, he got a little sting on him. All right, let me see here. Okay, he can self-tend, so he's going to do that. All right, get out there. Get out there, everybody. Why is it paused? All right, we're fine. We're working. Okay, Herp, what are you doing? He's wandering. Come down here. Let's explore with Herp a little bit. Okay, we got a door here. Let's see what's down here, buddy. Come on, get in there. Oh, okay. We got another drone. Oh, we got two. Interesting. Let's see if we can... Oh, crap. God, you gotta get real far from those things. All right, let's just grab everybody. Oh no, herp. Okay, let's turn on fire at will. All right, they're just standing on the other side of that door. Herp, how's your health? God, these little stingers, man, they make them bleed every time. Yeah, which box you talking about? This one? Yeah, we'll get to them all. Don't you worry. We aren't leaving without the loot, my friend. Okay, come on. Good job. All right, I think we're going to fall back into one of these larger rooms. I'm going to set up some crappy beds here on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. Herp and Sat need to be healed up a little bit. So let's let them just do their thing. Okay, Helminia. She's watching for targets. So she's fine. Let's see, what's her speed at? She's not quite 100%. All right, Matt says 100%. You come down here, buddy. The rest of you guys are dismissed for now. Little R&R. Take care of yourself. Cutie, can you heal? Helminia. Just tend to him without some medicine. Not a big deal. All right, Mats is going to try and trigger this thing without it getting explode. Okay. Go, go, go. No run and gun, buddy. Just run. Just run. Perfect. All right. So we wanted to kind of get close to him, right? All right. Oh, well, okay. He shot it. And he did get damaged. Okay, so go lay down, buddy. Go lay down. Oh, he's tending to himself now. All right, so let's grab Cutie. She's going to come open this sealed crate now. Very good. What's this guy got? Nothing worthwhile. All right. Good, good, good. What's her... Oh, she can't even do intellectual. All right, Helminia, let's get you over here working on this door. Oh, that door's already open. Let's prioritize hacking that one. What did we get? Oh, snap. We just got ourselves a Doomsday rocket launcher. Single-use rocket launcher that fires a massive projectile. Good against large groups of soft targets. I don't think I've ever read that description before. That's funny. So we're going to have her pick this up. I'm not going to have her equip it, but she's going to grab that for sure. Whew, best to get close enough to the trap so that it starts to spark. Gotcha. And then run. Understood. Yeah. I kind of messed up that last one with Matza, but I think he's going to survive. All right, Cutie, why don't you come down here and hang out with Helminia so she doesn't get ambushed or something. All right. People are split up. These two jokers are having a nap. Matza, what are you doing? Okay, he's going to eat. That's good. Their moods are getting kind of low here, so we might need to return to the surface and let them just sleep. But let's check out a few more of these doors before we do that. Matza, what are you doing? All right, he's going to rest. Let's see what's in this door. This is fun. I've always enjoyed exploring the ruins and stuff. What could be in this room? Oh, blue bed. Yeah, there are normally ruins scattered around the world, but they're never underground, obviously. I like how they are starting to incorporate the underground stuff a lot more. All right, so let's get in here and open that up. This looks like it might be one of the last rooms. Helminia? Let's investigate. We might be able to just get everything looted and get out of here. Yeah, this room is a dead end. All right, we got this one up here. Hack that for me, Helminia. Let's get the boys up. Get over there, gentlemen. Actually, Cutie... Or no, we'll have our dudes grab them. Should have grabbed that. Matzah, grab that. Yeah, we're having major break risks over here. We'll check out this last room. If there's more, we'll just have to come back. Okay, Cutie is going for that. I'm not missing anything. What was it? Ooh. Wait, what is this? Maps for Grand Swamps, a collection of maps with detailed drawings of the planet. Several nearby locations are labeled criminals in red ink. Each fold contains a letter and several numbers, but their meaning is unclear. The map smells faintly of rotten toxic potatoes, a hint of its own previous owner's trade. Discover a quest. Okay. That is interesting. We're definitely going to pick that up. We're not going to read it just yet. Why did you... Oh, she dropped her stuff. All right, hurry up, Helminia. We got one more door. I don't want anybody having a mental breakdown here. But it might happen. But that map is exciting. Yeah, I got to remember that we've got that because we want to activate that. That might be the next place we go. Like once we leave this area. Yeah. Okay, so that was a dead end. Am I right? Did we miss anything? Yeah, we're getting... This was an unlucky dungeon. I mean, the map is cool, but I didn't get any Gravlite panels, nor have we seen a core yet. New type of book makes a quest area appear. That's awesome. Build a bookshelf. Okay, and they'll store it. Okay, we'll do. Your colonists will read it for recreation. Eventually, you're going to pop up that someone has found a... Okay, cool. Yeah. And having a bookshelf should give us a little boost to our research, too, if I remember. All right. I think we're ready to exit these. Yeah. I mean, we got some food, which is nice, but... Damn, no ship stuff. Well, again, you know, if we have to visit multiple locations, that's just what we'll have to do. It's not the end of the world. We could find some other interesting stuff, too. There we go. You know, one of the mods I think I want to install, I've had it previously, I don't know if it's updated, but is the Persona Weapons mod that updates Persona Weapons. So one of the coolest parts in this game is there are weapons that are conscious. They'll literally like have their own personality. They can be good, they can be negative, they could be downright like dangerous to wield them and stuff. But this mod like expands on those, makes them much more variety. They look really cool and stuff. That's a fun mod. I love it. You don't always get them too in every playthrough. You know, Persona weapons are pretty rare. But let's see, the boost from the bookshelf is based on how many books are on the shelf. Okay, if that's the only book, you won't get a big weapon. Persona weapons give permanent bonuses now. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to love to try and find some. Let's see, we'll do a small bookcase just because space is extremely limited here. Oh, did that already happen? Yeah, that was old. Okay. Wow, okay, so we've got 2 of the 3 hacked and cleared. You know, we got a few things. We got that Doomsday. Wait, Cutie, do you still have that? I'm going to make sure everybody's dropping the stuff here. Yeah. Okay, looking good. Where is it? I wonder. There it is. It's good to know where your Doomsday rocket launcher is. If this thing can get blown up, too. If, like, a raider were to shoot at this thing, it could explode and take out half our ship. Maybe even more. So of those rewards I got, my new Silent Power is Wall Raise. I can summon walls whenever I want for cover. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. That can be very helpful, for sure, for sure. So much to discover. Still so much to explore. Like I said, once we get this last one explored, we're going to take off. We're not going to stick around this place forever. Yeah, and we might end up going to one of those new biomes, too. Just depends on if they discover anything for this map before they do, you know. But we're going to be streaming again some more RimWorld next weekend. So, of course, make sure you follow me here on Twitch. And if you subscribe to me on YouTube as well, you should get a notification before I go live. I always try to post a notification on YouTube as well as Twitch. But that's going to do it for today's stream. So we're going to save it right here at this location. And like I said, we will pick it up next week. I may even jump on and do an extra stream between now and then, you know, if I've got the time, if work permits and stuff. But I really appreciate everybody coming by. Thank you for dropping in, folks. Thank you so much. Of course, like I said, tune in tomorrow for some Cataclysm, and I will see you all on the next one.